You're all good to log off then, dude. Your class is over. Alright. Okay. Oh, the church bus are here. Boring. Here we go. Come to attention. Bow courtesy. And position. Student greets. I develop myself physically and mentally based on the mile-high karate spirit. I will only fight to protect my life and the lives of others, and I achieve my fullest potential in developing knowledge, honesty, and strength. And what's your goal? Black belt excellence, sir. Come to attention. Bow courtesy. See, this time I held my hand still and none of them did it. Hands out, feet together. 40 jumping jacks. 4-0. You got to get them done in 20 seconds. If you're an overachiever like Mr. Scanlon or Mr. Singh, they'll be done in 15 seconds. Ready, and go. Uh-huh. 15 seconds left. Keep going. Keep going. 10 seconds. Overachievers, you have 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. And we as a team have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job, everybody. Ooh, the cat's going to join us. Step towards the left side. Yeah! Something that we have been seeing, unfortunately, when you guys are doing your combos. Remember, it's like you're practicing sparring. So if I'm doing my combos and I throw my punches and I bring my hands back to my chest, you got to think, oh man, I just got punched or kicked in the face while I'm sparring. So I just need to see your front punch, back punch, making sure that you're bringing your hands right back to your head because you're sparring. You got to keep yourself safe. So let's just see your front punch, back punch. Ready? And go. Good. And again, ready, 2. And 3. And turn. On the other side, make sure they come right back to your head. Ready, and 1. And 2. And 3. Good. And turn. And the only other thing that I want to check real quick, again, like you guys are sparring, during some of your combos, you'll get so excited that you'll throw a side kick and you'll like fall onto your leg. If I do that when I'm sparring, I kick and I drop my leg over here. Now I'm stuck because my weight is spread apart. If I get blitzed, there's nothing that I can do. So all I need to see is you guys throw a side kick, hold the rechamber for 1 second, and then set it down next to you. Let's try it out on the left side. Ready, and 1. Good. You got to have the balance to throw out a second kick if you need to defend yourself. Ready, and 2. Good. And 3. Well done. And turn. On the other side, same thing. You got to be able to double up to keep yourself safe. Ready, and 1. Good. And 2. And 3. And relax position. If you need to get some water and keep it close, I would suggest doing that now because we're about to review all of your current underbelt curriculum and you're going to be moving fairly fast without a lot of breaks. Okay, here we go. Prepare for Chunji.
Only cowards and churchmas would go get water.
Yeah, dang churchmas. Ready and go. If you're not using power, you're not performing like a black belt. Most of you are, but just reminding everyone. Set towards your left side, yeah? Karate combination, number 1. Ready, go. And turn. I'm so proud you guys all brought your hands right back to your face. Thank you. Number 2, ready, and go. Good, and turn. Miss Murray looks like she just knocked 3 separate people out. Number 3, ready, and go. And turn. Number 4, ready, go. If your name is Mr. Churchma or Mr. Churchma, you did that one wrong. And turn. Number 5, ready, and go. And turn. Number 6, ready, go. You look confused. It's just 1 front punch instead of front punch, back punch, Churchmas. And turn.
Unbelievable.
How dare you? Number 7. Ready and go. And turn. Church Muzz, since you're falling behind, I can help you out with this one. This one's the one with 2 punches. Number 8. Ready, go. And relax position. With your air commas or hand commas, prepare for comma 1. And begin. Good. And reset. Moving on to level 2. If you need a sip of water, you have about 10 seconds to get it. That would have been amazing if that one falling down.
You would have seen the fastest reflexes I've ever displayed.
Prepare for Yoguk. And begin. Make sure you have strong fists, or you're training yourself to break your hand when you actually have to hit something hard. Good. And reset. So just as a general rule of thumb for you guys, any closed hand strike should be done at about solar plex level. So I'm looking right here where my chest or my rib cage starts to split. This is where we're looking for our punches.
In your forms.
In your forms. Obviously not your combos. When you guys are doing your blocks, again, my hand should come up to my eye level, so I'm blocking my head and my upper body. When you guys are doing open hand strikes, if it's like a spear, it should be done at about your throat-ish level, because if you try to spear somebody's rib cage, your fingers are going to lose. So you need to make sure you're doing it on soft tissue. So closed hand strikes are going to the body. Open hand strikes should be going to the throat. Except for obviously Tengun, where you punch at the head level. And then there's combos where you should be punching at the head level because you're actually fighting someone. Set towards the left side, yeah? Taekwondo. Taekwondo. Number 1. Ready and go. And turn. Number 2. This one is really fast if done right. Ready and go. Man, it looks like the church mothers are just messing more stuff up. And turn. Over here, number 3. Ready and go. Oh, I'm paused. That's what I was worried about. All right. So your expectation for your kick is head level. Therefore, your expectation or adaptation for high-low is different. And level 2, rib cage waist is high-low. And level 3, shoulder rib cage is high-low. At black belt, we're looking for head rib cage. So I'm set. I have my high-low. That's your high-low. Your kick shouldn't come down at your belt. Set towards your left again. So yeah. Number 3 again with your new high-low. Please don't kick each other. Ready and go. Good. And turn. On the other side, number 4. Ready, go. And turn. Number 5. Number 5. Ready, go. Good. If you watch my body really closely, remember it's a midsection, so I'm pivoting for my punch. I shouldn't even be doing a small bend. It's just a pivot. Something to remember. On the other side, number 6. Ready and go. Good. And turn. Number 7. Ready, go. And turn. Number 8. Ready, go. And relax position. 10 seconds for water if you need it. Here we go. Level 3. Prepare for Chung Mu. And begin. Please don't jump side kick any holes in your walls or furniture or anything expensive. That would be not good.
Apparently this is difficult to do.
Difficult terrain.
You. I can do them in land settings. But I don't have a stable
Whatever, bro.
manage or
When you're done, hold the last move. And relax position. So if you had to stop and think at any point of that form, you did not perform it at a black belt level. Obviously, we don't want level 3 to have to stop and think through their forms. So as their seniors, as their leaders, you should be able to flow through that form just like you would any other. I understand that that form's a little bit harder to remember and perform, but I don't care. Doesn't matter. You're their leaders. You need to be able to lead by example. If they can do it flowing straight through, you need to be able to do it as well. Set towards the left side, yeah? All right, not American. Kickboxing, regular kickboxing. I understand that they're double kicks, but the expectation is still head level. Number 1, ready and go. Good, and turn. Number 2, this is the inside-outside lunge, reverse hook, ground side, back punch. Do not throw a front punch at the end. There is at the beginning. There is no front punch at the beginning. It starts off with the inside to outside crescent. Number 2, ready and go.
Oh my goodness. No punch in the beginning for all you punchers out there.
And turn.
Just the crescent kick.
Number 3 on the other side. Ready and go. This one does have a punch thing at the start. Washing a machine. And turn. On the other side. This one starts with the 360 round kick. Please don't 360 round kick anyone near you or anything expensive or a wall because you probably don't want to break your feet. Number 4, ready and go.
Or maybe you do. That's your prerogative.
You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. And relax position. No, I don't think
I
I
don't think so. But Sienna wants to know about Kamatu.
Oh, yeah. Prepare for Kamatu with your hand combo, boys. Thank you, Mr. Scanlon. For those of you who are wondering, I forgot to make you do Kamatu. Mr. Scanlon had your back, though. He made sure that you guys remembered to do it. Kamatu, ready and go. Looks like several of us will definitely need to review this form. Hold the last move as you wait for your teammates. It means you should be looking at your target and not the dogs through the back door, Church must. Yeah. Yeah. And reset. Okay, so everything we just did is current underbelt curriculum. You guys will obviously be testing on all of that, but you do need to remember All of level 1, 2, and 3 is current testing curriculum. We expect our Brown Reds, High Browns, and Prep Cycle students to be able to perform everything at any time. So you especially are definitely required to be able to perform everything at any time. Because you got to lead by a strong example. Second degrees, we are going to throw you into a breakout room. Once you're there, just hang out and stuff, and I'll be there in a second. So we can keep working on your form. And first degrees, you're going to keep going on Granata.
Scanlan, I'm going to move you in their room. Ah. You'll have to unmute yourself. Don't forget to turn your mic on. Oh, sorry, Annabeth. Wait, yeah. Yeah, just ignore my invite. Okay, and then Mr. Jordan, again, using that video, go only as far as you have been taught outside. And I will be keeping my eye on you in that corner. The rest of you, we will be finishing today. The main part will be the, for those of you that haven't got there, the bump, kick, punch, turn, and the speed of that. And again, you may be on pace at home, so don't worry about that if I'm like, oh, you're off, because I probably won't say it. Thumbs up if you can hear it. And I'm probably going to turn it up a little bit louder than. Alright, so the part I'm talking about is right here. The maracas. So it's fast. 1, 2, 3, and then you've got to turn immediately. Then you're going. And then you have to surf. I no punch. Kick, punch, kick, punch, kick. So the timing is precise. The music is gonna make it feel like you gotta go kick, punch, but you don't have to. You just need to keep your rhythm. Okay, prepare for Granada. Let's see up to there. Go back. Left hand chopped. Left leg kicks first. Right hand chops. Right leg kicks second. In terms of the front kick, or the back leg front kick. Prepare again. Left hand. job, Bartoses. Whoa. Yes, ma'am.
I never got up to this part on the music.
Okay, then we'll go back from there. It's not too far back. It's more of the timing, which is roughly. You guys can relax once you hit it. The last move. It'll be roughly 4 seconds, Murray, when we get there. Yes, ma'am.
I don't remember what comes after this.
Okay.
I don't remember the punch and the horse stance thing. But then I got after that.
Okay.
It looked like a punch and a horse stance thing that you did, sir.
Okay. Well, we're gonna cover a bunch of stuff, so hopefully I get it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So everybody just landed. Everybody just did their land. Bump, 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 bump. Everybody go there. So remember your left leg. My left leg is going to come back. And this is where I drop first, and it's about 4 seconds to the music. So it's about 4 down, and then 3 up, and then 3 out, sort of. There are going to be 2 probably versions of the music that you're here, and one, this will be a super slow part, and the other one will be a medium part. So just really listen to the music when we get there. But anyway, so we're going to be here. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to come up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you guys are going to come together. I'm doing it backwards so that you can follow me. And then I'll be out on the other side, and I'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, here. And then the cue for you guys will be the sound right before the maraca. So that's when you step up. Your hand should be coming out on the maraca thing. Okay, then from here, remember it is a, don't turn, I'm just showing you sideways. It's my pedal step front, then my back leg round, reverse hook, and then I punch. And then I have to immediately turn to the other side. And then I do it again. But again, my belly button should be facing the same way on both of these. So after I do my punch, my belly button's back this way, and I go again, pedal step, hook, punch, and then I need to server block right away. So after that last punch, I server block. Then I'm going to step into a front stance, punch. Then it's a low, you might as well say it's a fixed stance. A fixed stance, judo block. Then a normal standing judo block. And then it's the back leg round, back punch, back leg round, back punch, reverse hook kick, land punch, 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 punch. Okay. So before I hit play, Miss Murray, you knew the parts of that. We just hadn't got the music yet, correct? Okay, so I'm going to play the music once, twice. The third time you guys will go and I'll watch, and then we'll switch off between that. Okay. So just listening, and we're going to jump straight to it. Maybe we will. Okay. So a little bit before that. And then you start to turn. And it's like that beat is when you come up. That one is when your hands are going out. And then you're over. You're going down. That one. And you land. And then it's kick, kick, reverse kick, punch, and then you got to already be turned. And then kick, kick, reverse kick, punch, surf, punch, low, high, kick, punch, kick, punch, kick, kick, here. 1, 2, 3. All right, again. As long as you're getting this hand out when the maraca shakes, you've got the timing down. Like I said, it's like 3 or 4 seconds. But then you need to be ready. Kick, kick, punch, and then you got to already turn. And you're going. Kick, 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 punch, surf, 1 punch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, land. Okay, let's do it. And by let's, when I was implying me as well, I just meant you. So just, I need you guys just holding this like you just did your surf from the deal. Okay. Okay. Up. Now step over. Go down. There it is. Maraca. Okay. Kick. Already be turned. So again, after that second punch, so that part you have to don't think of like Exodus, fast punch, slow punch. You've got to think of fast punch. So after I hit my second punch in the second set, I punch. I immediately have to turn and surf. Open hand surf. Okay, from there, I shift, back punch, and then I'm going to step forward into a fixed stance, Chudo block, so not here, but here. So step forward, Chudo, then I'll step back, Chudo high, but like Exodus is normal stance, and then I should be, I'll be prepared for my round kick, punch, round kick, punch, round kick, hook, land, 1, 2, 3. Let me watch you guys one more time. And by one more time, I probably mean 60 or 70, maybe 80, however many I can get in before they're done. Oops, I went too soon. Okay, so you're there. And up. Step over. Down. And then maraca. Paddle. Punch surf. Punch. Low pseudo high. So if you guys, you should have the ability to get the music. That part in particular, that part in that middle section when you get to the right there, and then those are the heftiest in terms of timing and making sure that you're hitting all the beats right. So when you guys practice, just remember after the that second, not necessarily the first one, but the second section of these, you need to be remembering that as I go, I kick, and then I hit, and I have to immediately go into my surfer block so that I can be on time for that. Okay. One question. When I find the cursor. Yes, ma'am.
Can you do it one more time? Just in the second half, but go towards the mirror so we can follow you?
Yes, and the third degrees can, if they're waiting, they can, third and seconds, you can just jump into because you have to know this anyways.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Okay. Oopsies. Mexico to Music of Granada. I would also recommend, well, it's on Google Group. The video should be John Chung. He does a pretty good job too. So yeah. Now you guys need, for my firsts, you need your commas. Make sure if you have a lot of hair on your head, you're carrying the world up there. You don't catch it on anything or have anything. Try to make a nest in it. Ready and go. One, two, three, four. Wow. Oh, let down.
Alrighty, guys. You're not necessarily learning a lot of movements in Kama 4 today. However, you are going to start doing some of your more advanced spins that you did in the basics. So you're starting to add more of those spins into the form, but you're not necessarily getting a whole lot of moves. So we should all be able to get to from our 1, 2, 3, my press, front kick, pedal step, and out. We should all be able to get to there. So one time with me, move by move to there, one time on your own to there, and then we're going to keep going. Prepare for, Kama 4. I bet that's where I got that from.
What?
Why did Kama do like that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, first move. Ready in 1. Ayah! And 2. Oh, boy. Ready in 3. 4. 5. Now, while you're doing this, don't spin your hand and then your body. You need to be able to spin the Kama while you're spinning your body. Ready in 6. You should end on that knee. Yep. Yep. Ready in 7. Good. And 8. In and out. 9. Double spear. Go ahead and flip them back over. Right leg crosses 10. Following along, I'm shifting my front stance. Right hand goes down. 1. Right leg steps on top, left hand chops 2. Left leg steps out, right hand down 3. Right leg goes to left shoulder, ready 4. Towards the back, back leg front kick, paddle step front kick, land in and out. All right, that was your review. Go and reset. One time from the beginning, and then we're moving on. Prepare for, comma 4. And begin. Just hold that last move once you're there, and then we'll keep going. All right, from here, flip your right comma over. Turning to face the camera, left leg front stance. Left hand does the chop. Right hand spears. Flip your right comma back over. And then my right leg steps in front. So I'm in a horse stance at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to bring the commas, they're in an X, into my chest. They're still crossed. So keeping them crossed on my chest like so. And then keeping them crossed, drop them down. Leaving them crossed into my chest. And back up. So in other words, if you're watching, so just stay there. I just did my chop punch. My hand comes around, and it's down, up. From here, if you're watching my hands, I pull my commas down before I break. So from here, pull your commas down, and break. And then roll them both back up. That's one of your basics right there. Good. Well done, Mr. Hody. Let's get to there first before we do any more. We just landed. In and out. Right leg is in front. You're facing away from the camera. Right leg in front, facing away. Good. Flip your right hand over. Left leg shifts behind you. Left hand chop. Right hand spear. Flip the right hand over. Cross them as you step into your horse stance. Into your chest. Low. Chest. High. Pull them down. Up, and split them. And roll them up. Back up to the top. One more time and we'll keep going. We're about halfway to where we need to be. From our X. Right leg in front facing away from the camera. Go ahead and flip your right comma. When I say 1, that is your C-step chop spear. Ready in 1. Flip it over. Make the X and pull it in as you step around. Down. Chest up. Pull them down and apart. Roll them up to the top. Moving on. Your left leg steps to your left, and you're going to do a front stance, chop away from the camera. Left leg in front. Good. Just watching, so leave your feet where they are, but watch. I'm going to do a back leg round kick, and then turn away from the camera into a back stance, low chop. So my left hand should be doing the low chop, like so. Let's try it out. From our chop. Back leg round kick. Set it straight down. Back stance facing the camera. Low chop. Good. And last movement, just watching. I'm going to step back around into a horse stance. But while I'm doing it, I'm doing this spin, my double insides. So from here, I spin them both in. And then horse stance, one chop on either side. Go for it. Spin them in as you step around, and then chop both sides. That's where we need to get to. All right, back to where we are resetting from. In and out after the pedal step. So you're in a right leg front stance facing away from the camera, so I should see your back. Facing away from the camera, there you go, with your right leg in front. Flip your right hand over. C step chop spear, ready, 1. Flip the right hand. Step around, pull him into your chest. Bottom, chest, top. Pull them, split them, roll it up. Left leg front stance chop away from me. Back leg round kick. Land back stance low chop facing me. Move both hands in and to your horse stance, that spin. Double chops. Good. And reset back to here. Last time with me, and that's all we'll have time for. With me, at least. You can do the whole thing on your own after this one. We're here. Flip the right hand. Make sure you're facing away from me first, though. Good. C step chop spear. 1. Just watching. When I say 2, you should flip your hand. Bottom, chest, top, all the way down to the X. So you need to be able to do that whole part. Ready? And 2. Good, not bad, everybody. And chop away from me. Ready, 3. Back leg round kick, land back stance low chop 4. Both hands go in. Double X on the other side. Ready, 5. Good. From the very beginning, 1 time to do the whole form from beginning down to there, and then we'll be out of time. Prepare for, comma 4. Again, I really could care less for your speed right now. You'll have to get the speed done differently than the way you'll do it anyways when you have to learn its music next cycle. Right now, I just care about the moves in the proper order. Comma 4. Ready and go. If you're a 2nd or 3rd degree and you know the whole form, go ahead and do the whole form since there's only a couple moves left after that. And when you're done, hold the move you finish on. There you go, Benzos. Looks good. Not bad, everybody. The Alcalas are so deadly, they don't need the commas. They're airbenders. They'll cut us with the air. Good job, guys. And reset for me. You too, Mr. Jordan. We are all out of time. Alrighty, guys. So same thing. We'll put your Google thingy into the chat, your password. You guys should be turning all of your homework into the Google Classroom. Grays, blues, attitudes, all that stuff. It should be going to your Google Classroom. That way you know what you turned in, we know what you turned in, and we can help hold each other accountable to make sure that we're both keeping each other in check. That way it's easier for everybody to know what everybody has. Makes life just a lot more simple and whole. And it will also have all the due dates and everything for all your stuff on there as well. Other than that, when we have a date for your guys' test, we will let you know what it is. But as of right now, we do not have any for sure dates for anything. So as we figure that stuff out, we'll make sure you guys know. But we're just going to keep on chugging along with our curriculum. Let's bow out. Come to attention. Bow courtesy. Position. Hands behind your backs. Black Belt Creed. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of Black Belt: modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and indomitable spirit, sir. Loud proposition. Sir, Mile High Karate is the best, sir. Asa.
Miss Murray, can you just put yourself in gallery mode real quick so you can just see everybody? That'd be great. That'd be wonderful if you could do that for me, ma'am. Go ahead and do that. And then everybody, I just want to point out Miss Murray here real quick. It was her birthday a couple of weeks ago, so we got to give her some jumping virtual at your camera birthday kicks, punches. You can do the clap thing where the clap symbol appears. I don't know how you do that. Magic. Well, actually, I do know how to do it. I'm just going to pretend like I don't. But I need you all to give her birthday kicks ready and go. Fly at your camera, but don't actually kick the camera.
Ooh, she's got her shield up too.
She's got her virtual shield. Miss Church, when those don't kicks, you are going to be demoted 7 belts because of your lack of regard for the rules.
And uniform.
And uniform. Happy birthday. Birthday.
Alrighty, guys. Happy birthday, Miss Murray. So, moving on. We are moving into your knife self-defense stuff. You guys are cool and all, but you're definitely not cool enough for us to let you guys do the locks or the takedowns on each other without us there. Just because simply if you go just a little too fast or spin someone's hand just a little bit too much, you're definitely going to break a wrist. Or if you do a takedown a little too fast, you're going to pull their shoulder out. There's all kinds of awful things you can do to each other by accident. So with you guys not here, we're not gonna worry about any of that. You're not gonna do any of that on each other. I know it won't necessarily be as entertaining for you guys, but trust me, you'd rather have this than a dislocated shoulder or a broken wrist, because those would be awful, especially with how slow the hospitals are moving in our current situation. That would be terrible. Church Mus, if you would like to practice this freely, full speed, full power on each other at home, that is acceptable. Okay, so we're just going to review the basics of the pass today, and we'll move on from there next week. So, hands up, boom, inside of the arms. Basics, if you show me your arm, touch the inside of your arm. Move your fingers. You should be able to feel all those muscles and tendons moving. Put it on the outside of your hand, forearm, whatever that is. Do the same thing. You can't feel those as well, but you should still be able to feel them a little. Okay, inside, all kinds of veins and stuff that are super important. You want to keep those intact. If that gets cut, you're going to bleed a lot, and it's not going to be good for you. Part B, yeah, exact gushing, just like that. If this gets cut, I lose my ability to close my hand. In a combat sense, if I can't close my hand, I can't turn a doorknob to open a door. I can't move stuff out of my way. I can't pick a weapon up off the ground. I can't make a fist to fight back. So if this gets cut, that renders that arm nearly useless unless you're going to try to, like, slap them with it. Other than that, it's not going to be very effective. If you get the outside of your arm cut, I lose my ability to fully open my hand. That's not nearly as important as it is for me to close. Major areas to worry about. Armpits, definitely don't want to get nicked in those. Inside or the back of your legs, especially down closer to your foot, all kinds of big arteries in there you don't want to get hit. Any kind of straight stabbing motion to the stomach or chest are obviously no-nos. And then the neck, jugular, or a straight stabbing motion, anything to the neck is not going to be good for your health. It's kind of a game over moment. So obviously, you guys know the first rule. If somebody pulls out a knife, please don't walk up to them and go, "Huh, I'm ready to fight you." You're probably not going to win that fight. We're really not ready to actually get into full combat with somebody who has a knife. We just want to avoid it. So somebody pulls out a knife, you go, oh, that's a cool knife. Turn around and you run away. Don't worry about it. The only time where that becomes a exception is if you're an adult and you have your family with you and you can't get your family to safety, or that person is following your family. At that point, you got to do what you got to do. But other than that, you guys should be avoiding knives as much as possible. Let's just review the basics. Hands up, like so. One leg steps in. Stop that arm. Don't let it get to you. Push it down and step away. And then the other side, don't let it get to you. Push it away. And just keep going back and forth. I'll watch and we'll critique from there. Go for it, guys.
Remember, don't think hard. Some of you guys are going hard style, and you're going 1 or 2. One fluid motion. One fluid motion. Just watch my arms as they appear and disappear off the side of the screen. One fluid motion.
Couple more seconds. And time. All right, part 1 that we'll fix real quick. The Alcalas were doing this really well. You need to make sure that you're turning your body as you're catching it to push it down. If I keep my shoulders forward and I try to do this, now I'm trying to use just my tricep against that person's arm and shoulders and core as they're turning. I probably won't be able to turn it down out of the way fast enough. So you need to be able to turn so that I can engage more muscle groups as I'm pushing that thing out of my way. So you gotta turn. Hiya. For now. Same thing on both sides. The other thing to avoid, which of course the church ones were doing, which I was really hoping they wouldn't mess up again, but they were, whatever. From here they step in. I can't stare just at the knife as I go all the way around and keep looking at the knife. You have to remember, you're not fighting a floating arm holding a knife. There's a person standing there holding that knife. So I have to be aware of what that person's doing. If I step in and I'm looking straight down and bending my head, they can see the back of my head. I'm bent over. That's no good position for me to be in. So as you're doing it, you're stepping in and I'm getting it out of the way. I do have to bend my shoulders a little bit for the pass, but I shouldn't be all the way down like this. Again, back and forth. Go for it, guys.
Miss Alcala, I just have one question. When you tilt your head, do you feel like it starts to pull you? You have to resist some of the weight of it, or is it not as much of a strain as I think it is? Oh, right there. It almost looked like he fell over.
And time. All right, real quick, the last 2 things that I'm seeing. As you guys are pressing, when I step in, I don't want to bring my arm all the way back here, because if the knife or their forearm holding the knife is against the back of my hand, if I bring it all the way up here, their arm is just sitting right there. They now have a straight shot right into my throat. So I just pushed it all the way up, and they can press it right into my throat from there. So again, remember, a majority of our locks and stuff are happening here. This is where I'm starting a majority of my locks or takedowns. So as you guys are doing it, just stop there for now. And then as we get more intense and faster when you guys come in, we can talk more about it then. But for now, step in, stop there. And the only other part is some of you are just swinging your hand past your leg. Remember, there's a knife there. If I do this, I'm just guiding that knife into my leg. So as my hand gets to about my belt, I have to move my leg out of the way or I'm going to get cut. We'll go for a couple more seconds. Go for it, guys.
Miss Benza, you got to turn your body slightly as you go. So the arm that leads is the way that you have to turn forward. What he did. There you go.
And time. Relax position. All right, so kind of like we were doing last time, in order to get that little bit of realism, what Mr. Burton and I are going to start doing, we are going to be randomly grabbing training blades and dressing in all black. You will wake up to find us hiding somewhere in your house, and we're going to attack you. You're going to have to be able to defend yourself. So I hope you guys are ready.
Not me, because I don't know which one of you guys have guns, so I'm not getting shot.
But this is your next level of training, so I hope you guys are ready. Obviously, we're not going to be able to do anything super crazy or super intense with you guys because we want to keep everybody safe. A lot of what you guys are going to be doing is visualizing. So you're going to have to try to further your training in theory, so not actually being able to use it, but in theory, would this work? In theory, would this work? If I was in this situation, could I make this work? So that's where your headspace is going to be for the next couple weeks. Once we're able to get you guys back in, you should have an arsenal of theories in your head that you can then attempt to apply on one of us to see which of them actually work and which of them doesn't.
For my adults, well, there's a really great video of a bouncer in a knife situation, and the most important thing you guys can be practicing, it'll be more mental, is just getting used to watching people. The video that I was talking about, the guy comes up and the bouncer is watching him, and so when he reaches behind his back, the bouncer's arm travels with him. So again, most of the stuff that you guys want to be focusing on is not what you do after the blade's out, because that's going to be a bad day regardless, but it's making sure everything is done properly before it happens. If I can stop the arm before it gets the knife out, then I don't have to worry about the knife. But if I have no idea that that person went behind their back, pull out a knife, I'm going to lose. Any attack that you didn't know was coming is going to be the most dangerous one. That is going to be your biggest lesson for most of everything.
Cool. All right, that is it. If you guys have any questions, you can raise your hands and ask. If not, you are all dismissed. Good job tonight, guys. Miss Murray has a question.
As soon as I find the cursor.
Miss Murray, yes, ma'am.
My question is for my dad wants to know for the for like the intent to promote and stuff. What are we gonna do for like the signatures?
So we don't actually expect you guys to get your teachers' signatures on them because obviously you can't get to them. A couple things you could do is either print off your Infinite Campus, so print a sheet off directly from there, or write your teacher's name and then the grade that you have in that class. Does that make sense? So obviously we don't expect you to like track your teachers down and go to their houses and get their signatures. Good question, Ms. Murray. You're welcome. Miss Alcala.
So in Granada, we've been taught both ways. Do we drop, or is it just a standing judo?
I believe it is just standing now, is what we changed it to last Black Belt class. The thirds and fourths will reconvene and refigure it out. But I believe from last Black Belt class it is just standing. But we'll double check for you.
Thank you.
I felt like somebody else had their hand up.
I thought so.
Maybe they were just waving goodbye.
Oh, it may have just been the Hodies waving goodbye. Oh, Miss Benzo, do you have a question? Oh, okay.
Okay. Did I answer that?
No, she didn't. Oh, Miss Murray, do you have another question? Let us unmute you. One more. Yes, ma'am.
For Granada, when I've been taught both ways,
Oh boy.
it's either a bump up or a pedal step. I've been taught both ways. I don't know.
Yes is the correct answer.
If you bump hard enough, it looks like a paddle step.
Again, we'll double check with all the thirds because they're very, very eerily similar. So thirds and fourths will come together as a leadership. we'll watch the video and decide on that for you. So remember your
Okay.
question. Ask it again next class. We should have an answer.
Yes, sir. Bye.
I will see you later, Miss Murray. Who in the world? Well, they didn't specify which Mr. Churchmont.
Yeah.
So they could have been saying it about themselves.
There's 4.
They just
5.
called themselves
4.
dumb. How dare they?
Well, John Chung does stand.
Does standing. Because I believe that's what we did last time we checked the video. It was a stand.
Somebody does drop, but I don't remember who. I don't remember where we got that from. But John Chung does standing, so standing it is.
Oh, how do we end this one?
And what